What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Robot Paradise Cassetticons, named Shadow, Firrib, and Corvus. Their version of a G1 Masterpiece Scale, Ravage, Frenzy or Rumble, whatever you want to call him, and Laserbeak. Now, FansToys or Robot Paradise is paying a little bit of a joke on us. So here's the collector's cards. We're going to go through these anyways. But you can see it says Firrib. So Firrib stands for Frenzy is red, Rumble is blue. The first one, which was red, they called him Firrib. And his name was Frenzy is blue, Rumble is red. So it's really up to you how you want to decide. But if you go to the back, and I never really read these bios, here's his tech specs. It says, Firrib, the red robot who is almost certainly blue, which is really funny. They're just playing a joke on us, but really nice little collector's card. Here is the Shadow collector's card and his tech specs. And I never really take the time to read these. I need to go back and read all these bios because they're really funny and interesting. They're really cool. And then here is Corvus or Laserbeak. And here's the back and his tech specs. So nice collector's cards. I always enjoy getting those. So let's take a look. I'll just leave this guy back here since that's the other tape we've gotten from Robot Paradise. We'll start off with this guy since he is a duplicate of this guy. So this is their version of Frenzy or Rumble. And here's the other one, the blue one. Really, really nice looking paint. They did a great job on this paint. Got the silver, the light blue, the purplish blue, yellow, red here. We'll see more in the robot mode. Here's the other side of the tape. Nice silver detail there. Overall, really good looking in tape mode. Of course, they all come with a little cassette cover here. And you can get them in there if you want to. I pretty much would never be storing any here because either it'd be in robot mode or in Acoustic Wave's chest. But you can do that if you like. Same as the original Takara versions. But let's get this guy transformed into his robot mode. We'll start off with this guy first. So, same transformation as before. Go ahead and open up the legs. Relatively simple transformation. Pull down on the chest. I like to pull this down first because then you're not rotating on these pieces which tend to rub and the paint may rub off. So I try to do that first. Now rotate this down, push down and in on that leg, and that'll allow you to pull it back out. Then straighten up that leg. Same on this side. Don't get it exactly right. It's a very tight joint. Pull that out. Come to the bottom here. You can pull the foot out and forward. Same on this side, out and forward. On the bottom of his feet, go ahead and grab his heel spurs and pull those out. Like that. And go ahead and take the arms, rotate those downwards. And then rotate the other part of the arm down. Come to the hands here. You might need a little spudger or nail, but you can get that out. Same on this one. Rotate this down. You can hold it. Probably hold the hand out first, and then rotate the arm down. And then lastly, come to the back here. You can kind of pull right here on that crack. Allow you to rotate it up and then around. And there you have Firrib in his robot mode. Really nice looking. I like the design of these. Honestly, I think the look and the paint just really stand out. But he looks really great. All that paint detail from the tape mode comes across on this. If you're wondering, I don't have too loose. Some people have had loose hips here. Mine seem okay. This one's a little bit okay. So this one is a little bit loose. I'm not sure what causes it to get loose, but this one definitely feels loose now. So yeah, that's a bummer. But pretty nice looking. Now, of course, he comes with some accessories. So you get his alternate laughing, smiling face. You get the grimacing or angry face. And to get those on, you just basically pull this off the mushroom peg like that. And then take another one. And I guess I'll put a slightly different face. Since I had the happy face on that one, I'll put the angry face on this one. And there you go. Looks really good. You also get, of course, his guns. Now these just fit either on his back, like that, or in his hands. So you can store them in either place. I'm going to put one in each. And it just fits just like that. So there you go. And of course you get his pile drivers here. They are painted in the same matching color. And there he is, ready for action. These two look great. I love the way they look together. And overall, nice looking set. We'll get his back guns back on here. I do find these that pop off relatively easily, but as a set, as a pair, I think they look great together. Just kind of fun. All right, next we'll move on to Shadow, or their version of Ravage. Really nice tape detail. Now you can see the legs back here. Any Ravage really doesn't look quite like a tape, but it's fine. I think this side looks pretty good overall. So you're going to take these to transform him and fold these down. And it is die cast, but there's paint on the die cast, so you just got to be careful. I did have a little bit of paint flaking off here and there. It hasn't caused a problem, but I have seen paint flaking, so just be aware that that is an issue on these, is you could be knocking off some paint. All right, and then fold up the little wingtip, so you should have something like that. You can fold the head out on the front. Come to the bottom here, these two legs are pegged in, so you want to unpeg them from the tail. So basically get those out first, all right? Then you can take the tail, fold that all the way back. This is plastic, so be careful. The tension or stress point is right there, so you want to hold there and not push here. You know, put the pressure on the inside. Right? Take these legs, fold those out. These are going to accordion back and out. They're on a ball joint here. So same on this side, accordion back and out. Straighten up the foot. Now on the front here, we're going to take this and rotate up. It's on a double joint, double hinge. So you want to hinge that all the way up. The first time you do this, it might be a little tight, so you just got to be careful with that. And then there's a little tab right here. That's going to fold to the inside and hold it in. Same with this one. Fold this up, and then take that tab, fold it in. All right. Go ahead and take the arms, fold those down. And then for the head, you can, if you want to, you can open up the mouth a little bit. But there you go. There is Shadow in his animal mode. Really nice looking. You got some nice articulations. Let's go over that. So the head goes down to there, or the neck goes down to there. The head goes down to there, up to there. You get a little bit of movement on this. I noticed that this top piece kind of comes apart. So I was watching Pake's video, and the top of the head does separate. If you just squeeze it back together, it gets flush. So you don't need to have the head kind of separated like that. Then it goes all the way up, obviously, and then the head can go up. The mouth opens up to there, and you obviously can close it. There's the inside. You got some nice painted red eyes. For the legs, they rotate back and all the way around, and then the knee also rotates all the way up to there and back to there. And then the toe will rotate, obviously. So you can get him into a walking or running pose. For the back legs, they rotate all the way around at the hip. It's on a ball joint, so you can get a little bit of in and out on that back joint. Obviously, these rockets can move up and down. You have a knee joint here, so it goes all the way back, all the way forward, and then your toe joint goes here. And then the tail itself will go down, but it doesn't go any farther up. That's as far up as it goes. So there you have Ravage. All right, and last but not least, we have their Corvus, or their version of Laserbeak. Probably the best one of all of them, but let's take a look. So go ahead and open up these wings. It's a really nice shiny metallic, but then this is a matte gray. Next we can take these feet here, fold those upwards, and then rotate to the front. Very similar to the Takara transformation here. Go ahead and take these outer panels here. Those are going to rotate around this way. Now that you have it rotated, Actually, leave it like this. Then rotate this gun to the other side. Now rotate this all the way around and down. So it should end up like that. Right, same on this side. Rotate this up. Fold the gun over. And now rotate the whole thing to the other side. It does feel very robust, very strong. Nothing feels like it's going to break up there. Just wanted to confirm that. You know, this is die cast, these guns here. It all feels pretty solid. All right, continuing on, you're going to rotate these wings and then fold those to the outside. Rotate and fold. And then finally you're going to take the head. You can grab the little beak here and pull that out. That's going to fold upwards. You can't open the mouth on this one, but you can fold up the little camera. So just get a nail right in here. And it's a little tough, but you can get it. Let's see if we can get it up. Okay, there you go. There's the camera. Really nice looking. For articulation, you have the neck that goes back to there, down to there, and then the head itself goes up to there and down to there. So you can get some nice poses out of that. The wings rotate at this joint here, also back and forth. And then again at these two joints, so you can get some nice articulation out of those wings. It can go all the way down, all the way up, and then you can kind of make it look like it's flapping. And then because of the transformation, you can rotate them. So you can get it forward, you can get it back. So really a lot of articulation on those wings. And then the feet, obviously rotate around and then go backwards and forwards. So if you want him standing up a little bit higher, you can do that. And for comparison, there is Acoustic Wave with all of the tapes we've gotten so far. Frenzy, Rumble, Ravage, and Laserbeak. It looks really nice together. I really like this set a lot. And for comparison, just because I know everybody wants to see this, here is the Takara Tomy Ravage next to the Robot Paradise. We will be doing, obviously, a full versus on these so we can compare everything, but definitely different looks for the Ravage. There you go. And then here are the Laserbeaks. Very similar transformations, but again, different looks, slightly different sizes as well. Robot Paradise being a little bit on the bigger side. So again, we'll do a full versus. We've already done a versus on these, so I didn't even bring in the robot, the Takara version for comparison. So you can go check out that video. I'll put a card here in case you want to go look at that. And one more comparison, since I know people are going to ask me. Here's the MMC version of Jaguar. This is the TFCon exclusive, the stealth version, but still, you can see much larger. People have asked, am I going to do a versus on these? No, because the MMC version is just far superior in every way. It was never meant to compete with this because obviously the tape mode is much bigger, so they don't have the constraint of transforming down into the tiny tape. So we're not going to do a versus. If I had to say, the MMC would obviously win the versus just due to the better articulation, better detail, better sculpt, you know, pretty much everything. Only thing they'd lose is the cost. But there you go for comparison. And one final feature here for their shadow figure, you can mount him. So there's a little slot in the foot that will fit on the tab on his arm right there. So go ahead and get that pegged in. Mine is pretty secure, actually more secure than the Takara one. But I've heard some people saying theirs is loose. I don't seem to have an issue with mine. If you don't like it there, you can put it here on his shoulder. So you got the same little tab there. I actually didn't know what that was for, but now we know. You can put Laserbeak there, and you can rotate it and do whatever you want. Me personally, I like it on the arm. I like to put it right there. So final thoughts on the Robot Paradise Cassetticons. I'm referring to Shadow, Corvus, and Firrib. Let's start with the positives. I think they all three look really nice. They've got some great paint and detail. The FansToys or Robot Paradise has never been a slouch to their paint, and the metallic paint here does still look great on all three, especially on Corvus and Firrib. I also think the quality of the materials overall feel really good. You got that nice hefty die cast, and you don't feel like anything's going to break on you anywhere. Everything feels solid and overall premium. Negatives wise, I do think that the front legs on the Shadow figure are a little bit on the thin side. The back legs actually come on a little further, so you can see the front legs are just a little bit thinner. So that just looks a little odd, but any other direction, if you're looking from the side or quarter angle, back angle, it does look great. It's just that straight on front angle, it looks a little strange. But I do like how they figured out the engineering to make his body have some depth. So that's really nice. Also, the other negative wise is this joint here is a problem on multiple of these figures. I didn't have it on this, but some people have it on this one. And this one. So that seems like a design issue where that pin can get loose. But other than those two issues, I really like this set. I think altogether the acoustic wave goes well with these cassettes. All of them look nice in my opinion. And it was a good set to have on your shelf. Now, if you're looking to pick this up, you can get this from Toy Dojo. That's where I got my set from. Their link is in the description below. I believe they still have these available if you're trying to pick them up. So that's it for today. If you're interested in the verses for these two guys, then that will be posted as well at the same time as this. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and we'll see you next time.